due to the dark shadow falling on the ground near my feet. My fingers twisted and gripped the folding knife from my pocket. My whole body tensed up and I took a deep breath, ready to face whatever came my way. But strangely, that shadow owner didn't take a single step forward. Gradually, the faint light of morning dawned from the eastern mountains. Just as the mist was slowly blowing away like a fairy's scarf under the sun, I could clearly see the owner of the shadow standing in front of me. It wasn't an evil creature, dressed in a flimsy white dress. Bent over, he was an old man with white hair. His face was crooked and grimacing like bark. He looked down at me with lifeless eyes. Around his neck hung a large wooden bead. It's dawn. Yes, the old man's voice came out softly as the leaves brushed against each other. Vice Euthela is waiting at the school. Follow me. I've come to understand that the most frightening thing in the world is not ghosts. It's man-made things or people who have lost their human spirit. I remembered what Ma Pugh had said last night, and I was sure that I could get the answer I wanted only by going to this person named Euthela. I got up from the old campfire and shook the dirt off myself, silently following the old man. Under the morning sun, the village of Netheri is completely different from the night. None of the villagers who had been active at night were gone. The streets are empty. The old houses are still standing, decaying under the erosion of time. Rooster crowing. This village, where not even the barking of a dog could be heard, was actually a huge graveyard stamped with the stamp of death. When we reached the center of the village, we saw a huge old wooden monastery. Because there was no updater for years, the black teak pillars were cracked and eaten by termites. The tiles on the roof are falling apart here and there. Banyan trees all over the school campus. Bushes are growing thickly. The old man stopped at the stairs leading up to the school. He asked me to go up. I walked up the old stairs. The sound of kwee coming from the stairs broke the silence. When I arrived at the school, it was quite dark inside. The smell of old incense and the smell of bat dung entered my nose acutely. The center of the school, under a ray of light coming in from the window, I saw a monk sitting cross-legged in a dark robe. His age must be around 50. The body is stiff and rigid. It's on the nose with a slender face, but his eyes were devoid of the compassionate color that is seen in an ordinary monk. He is so sharp that he has the ability to penetrate the other person's soul. Have you arrived, Minhan? His voice was powerful and echoed throughout the room. I sat down on the floor in front of him, half respectfully. I bowed with half doubt. How did the monk know my name and the fact that I was coming? Euthela smiled with a curl of one lip. His smile was as cold as drinking a glass of ice water. There are many things connected with invisible strings in the world, Lament, especially when it comes to your father, Yubun Myant. As soon as I heard the word father, the anger and pain in my chest flared up, but I controlled my mind as much as possible. Did the bishop know my father? And who is the culprit who killed my father? Slowly, Euthela showed his hand. Your father and I were once very close friends. He loves discovering the secrets of antiques. I studied worldly sciences and the path of soul. 10 years ago, your father came to this spirit village. The goal is to find a large ruby called the Sila, the sun, that has been missing since the Amarapura period. I didn't say anything and listened in silence. That ruby is no ordinary gem. They believe that death can be overcome and disease can be cured. Your father wanted to find that ruby and benefit the world, but a group of greedy next-door scoundrels followed him, trying to steal the ruby, and they killed him. Although Euthela's words seem logical, my innate intuition is constantly warning me that something is wrong. Although a person's words can be deceiving, the wave aura emanating from him cannot be deceived. The vibe I'm getting from this monk is not love. It's the smell of blood and lust for power. At that time, Euthela's right hand began to string the beads placed on her lap. Click, click. The sound of the beads rubbing against each other is different from the sound of regular wooden beads. The sound is more crackly and shrill. My gaze automatically went to that bead. Under the haze of light pouring into the school hall, when I clearly saw the shape of those beads, my heart stopped beating. It's not wood. It has small holes like a sponge. In the middle, there's what looks like little joints, things that are yellow. My God. It's human finger joint. He was weaving a rosary made of human bone.